'Tis the season to shine with H&M. Discover the holiday collection and find fashionable pieces for your wardrobe or for under the tree. Get inspired and dazzle with this year's glam. From tuxedo styles, bow detailed pieces, impressive prints, and more. From unforgettable looks to unforgettable gifts. With fashion finds to home decor, find it all at H&M. Treat your loved ones and yourself this season. Shop in-store or at hm.com.
I'm Jason Palmer, one of the hosts of The Intelligence, The Economist's daily current affairs podcast. The Economist's award-winning shows make sense of what matters, from our special series on China's president to our weekly podcasts on business, technology, and American politics. Our journalists provide fair, in-depth reporting on the events shaping the world. Search for Economist Podcasts Plus and sign up to our free 1-month trial.
Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple. Products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Hey, everybody. We've got a bonus episode for you here on the main feed. Someone had tagged us on Instagram about this. And since I'm sitting right here at Chris's house and Jim's here and we're getting ready for this big show that Chris is playing, by the time this comes out, you've missed the show, sorry. They tagged us in Spin Magazine's 88 greatest alternative songs of 1998.
That's a very specific list. Why were we tagged in this?
Well, the reason we were tagged in this was because this is a very one-hit wonder heavy year.
Okay.
So I'm just going to kind of scroll through this list. I'm going to be shouting out names in the numbers that it corresponds with. And I want you guys to, kind of similar to what we recently did with the rankings, just say, like, too high, too low, shouldn't be on the list at all.
Okay.
As we're doing this. That's going to be the rankings. So starting at 88, Stabbing Westward, Save Yourself.
Ooh, I love that song. I know it's kind of like a... do you know the song, dude?
I don't even know it.
This is
I can't even save myself.
Well, it sounds good.
Yeah, it's a good
dude,
one, man.
It's a definite prototypical late 90s rock song. And it's not like...
It's like
I don't want to say
post-industrial
I don't want to
almost.
say it's butt rock because it's not butt rock. And it's not like Puddle of Mud might be like butt rock. It's not
It's like
that.
Filter.
But it's
I would
like,
say it's comparable to Filter.
It's that song... Well, this is not be like the... It's got like that electronic sounds like...
That's right. I forgot that's how it starts off. Yeah.
Of course, it's like, I cannot save you.
I'm actually surprised this made this on the list, though.
Wait, what number is it?
88. It's the last
88.
one on the list.
Wait, I thought it was 100. So they
No,
started
it's 88. It's
Oh, so
88 songs.
Okay. All right. I guess it feels like 88.
I would say
88
don't
of
even put it
98.
on there, but whatever. This one, I'm gonna play my hand early. This is the first time I'm seeing this list too. Needs to be higher. This is insane. 87, Sean Mullins' Lullaby.
Oh, yeah.
That's way too low for Mullins.
Straight to the top.
85, Ben Folds 5, Song for the Dumped.
Higher than 85.
I love Ben Folds 5. Yeah, I'd go a little higher. It's not the best Ben Folds 5 song, but it's fine.
Yeah, but
Give me
85.
give me my money back.
Here's a wild one. 84, Marcy Playground, St. Joe on the School Bus.
Ooh, that shouldn't be on the list.
Not Sex and Candy, the other song by Marcy Playground. The song I think is actually a little bit better.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah,
It's
I
better.
can see you saying that, but like I don't know.
Here's another weird call. At 80, a deep cut from Creed 1.
Don't know it. It shouldn't be on
I mean,
there.
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
It was the last single
can't
off their
remember it.
debut album that no one but me remembers. Also a weird call. 79, you've heard me say a million times that this is better than the single from this band. Semisonic, Singing in My Sleep.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love that song.
That's your song.
And I say that should be higher.
Do you know that song, Chris?
I knew it from when we did the Chris DeMakes with Dan Wilson. Yeah.
He talked about it. Nice.
Well, Yeah, it got brought up in that episode.
Yeah, and I brought it up on the semi. I think because he thought that was going to be the bigger hit, too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the follow-up to Closing
Yeah.
Time, right? Yeah, that's a good song.
Here's a fun one.
Probably too low.
78, Cardigan's My Favorite Game. That was that second single from the wah, wah, now, wah, wah. They had like that guitar effect on it.
Yeah, I don't remember what song that is, but
It's a fun one.
I like the Cardigans.
76, Monster Magnet, Space Lord.
Oh, yeah. That song was number one in my car for about 17 straight weeks in 1998. That was... that's actually... I asked Matt if we could do that on One Hit Thunder, and... Unfortunately, they had too many other rock hits, I guess, and had to do it. You know that song, dude?
No.
Oh, come on.
Space Lord, mother, dung, dung, dung.
I don't.
It was
Stuck in your pocket for the last 100 days when I don't get my bath.
What kind of music is this?
That's definitely new metal. That's some new metal shit right there. Let's see. We got Dave Matthews Band, Stay, Wasting Time,
Boo.
Garbage.
That should be off the
Special. Don't know this one. 72, Alanis Morissette, Thank You is up in here.
Yeah, I like Alanis, but I Thank You's not one of my favorite Alanis songs. by any
I'm right
means.
there with you, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, Thank You's all right, but it is the song that kind of ended. She didn't have a big hit after that. That was kind of the end of it. Number 70, Limp Bizkit with their cover of Faith.
I like their cover of Faith, so
It was a good cover. I
it
mean,
should
look,
be higher than that.
I know there's a
probably.
lot of clowning on Limp Bizkit, and they deserve it probably. But in the time,
Yeah.
like at the time, 1998, I mean,
Faith was
nothing was huge. I mean, we all watched Woodstock 99 documentary. That stuff was, they're on top of the world.
yeah.
All right, scrolling ahead a little bit more. I'm skipping over anything that's a B-side because I did not expect this list to have so many B-sides in it. 66, another cover, Fiona Apple's cover of Across the Universe.
Oh, I like that.
That
a
might be
lot.
my favorite Beatles cover of all
Yeah,
time.
it's great.
She does a great job
That should
with
be
that.
higher.
62 on this list was Lenny Kravitz, Fly Away.
Not interested.
61, probably my least favorite Green Day single at the time.
Whoa.
Green Day, Redundant, off of...
Oh, I like
Oh,
Redundant.
that's a great song. I
Uh,
mean, it's not a. I mean, in the Green Day canon, I guess it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no basket case, but come on, Redundant is really
Love is
good.
Not enough. I'm lost for words.
I think I just
Yeah,
thought that there
that's
were
a-
so
that's-
many better songs on Nimrod for them to have released. Like Shattered should have been a single. That song's
Scattered.
Scattered. Yeah,
Scattered.
got some scattered pictures.
Pictures
And
on
Werry
the
Rock is another one I think should have been a huge single.
Scattered's great.
Yeah. 58, Bare Naked Ladies, It's All Been Done.
It's
that's not bad.
all been done.
Oh,
Eh.
woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Liz Phair makes it on here. 55,
Ooh, what's
Polyester Bride.
Oh,
Oh, that's after my Liz Fair time. What's I don't even know. It's
that's on the.
Whip Smart. It's not on Whip
No,
Smart.
I don't. It's on. Oh no, yeah, it's on. It's on. Is it?
It
No.
doesn't even say what album this is off of.
No, so
Yeah.
it's 98, right? Is the year?
Yeah, 98.
So it's not. I was thinking it was off the album that had "Why Can't I," but it's not. That was in
Oh,
2000s.
that's like the early
That's like early
2000s.
2000s.
Yeah.
This might be. I mean, it's not on Exile to Guyville.
No.
Oh.
So it's just some kind of middle of the road one. There's a shocking amount of B-sides. I thought this was all just going to be singles. Natalie Imbruglia at 50 with Wishing I Was There.
Don't know it.
I don't
Man,
know that
Space
one
Lord
at
should have
all.
been higher than that.
Jim, just based on the fact that you were listening to Monster Magnet, were you also listening to 46, the Deftones, My Own Summer, Shove It?
Yeah, of course. I still like Monster Magnet better than that song, but Deftones, shout out, they rule.
Here's one that we've covered. Here's one we've covered, Chris, and it's also a cover, and I think we ranked it the worst song of the year that we covered it. At 42 of the greatest alternative rock songs of 1998, we've got Orgy's cover of Blue Monday.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Orgy. What a band. Did you have that record, Chris? Did you get it like from
Of course he
BMG or
didn't
something?
have candy ass.
I did. I definitely bought it at Target.
Orgy?
Yeah,
No,
Orgy.
I did not have Orgy. I got. Man, well.
That's upsetting, right? That's 42 on the greatest
Wow.
rock song.
I mean, another song that Space Lord is better than.
Everclear, Father of Mine, sitting there at 37,
Okay,
the
that's
magic
a pretty,
number.
That's a pretty
37,
good song.
Father of Mine.
Yeah.
It's all right song.
Here's a song that Jim and I heard today in the CD warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
35, Rob Zombie, Dragula.
Dude, we definitely heard that. And we even talked about Rob Zombie in the car coming up. 'Cause you were like, do you think Rob Zombie wants to play Dragula? No. He just knows what the people want to hear, so he's got to do it.
I don't know this song either.
You got to know Dragula.
Dig through the ditches
Yeah.
and burn
Oh,
all the
oh, okay.
bridges
I didn't
and
know-
slam in
I
the
know
back
that
of
one.
my Dragula.
I didn't know that song was called
All right.
Dragula. Okay.
32. Bare Naked Ladies, 1 week.
Man, 2 Bare Naked Ladies in the same chart.
Here's one that I think all three of us can agree is a masterpiece. Maybe should be higher. 31. Shimmer by Fuel.
Yeah, it should definitely be higher.
Definitely be higher.
Definitely number
That's
one.
the close. Yes, we'll get up to see what's at the top, but that, come on.
Okay, so let's see. Right above it, Alanis Morissette, Uninvited.
I don't even really know that one.
That's the one from City of Angels.
That's it's a slow jam.
You're not around. You're uninvited.
Okay.
Dude, so can we go back to Fuel for 1 second? Chris, do you know that Fuel is from Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Do you know that they used to be a cover band that played like 3-hour sets, like doing like the circuit of whatever, but because they sold 15,000 copies of their EP from like shows, like from their van or whatever, that Epic, they're on Epic, was like, wait, they were like, you sold 15,000 of what? And then that's how they got like signed to be into the rocket ship of whatever.
Yeah.
And that their original drummer couldn't play to a click, so he got kicked out of the band, and that was the end of that. Which is, I mean, you gotta play. Hey, drummers, you gotta learn how to play to a click,
Yeah.
or you could get fueled.
A group that I can't believe we have not covered on this podcast, because goddamn, have I seen this CD at every used CD store in droves. The Flies, Got You Where I Want You.
How was that? I mean, that's a cool song.
That is a really
so
cool song.
high on the list, higher than Shimmer.
Higher than Shimmer. Here's one that will infuriate you, that it is higher than Fuel. At 23, The Offspring's Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Yeah, that's a bad song.
Wow.
Here, I'll go back to Fuel for 1 second.
I love it.
Shimmer is awesome. I don't think I like a single other song by them.
Oh,
I
you know-
don't mind Hemorrhage.
Yeah, that's a
Hemorrhage is good. Leave love bleeding in my hands again.
I'd rather not listen to
All
that
right.
song.
All right, here we go. Top 20. You got Goo Goo Dolls, Iris.
Great song.
19, Everclear, I Will Buy You a New Life.
Ooh, I like that one.
I love that song a lot. Number 15, Eve 6, Inside Out.
that was
Okay.
such a hit.
Yeah.
It was a big one.
Big time. That means that probably means that Lit's going to be on this list.
It could be. 14, Deftones, Be Quiet and Drive.
Oh, that should be number one. That is a amazing song.
I don't think I know that song.
You don't know Be Quiet and Drive?
I don't think I do.
Oh, man. You know what's funny is I played that for my friend Eric Hora, who didn't really I think maybe he had heard it before, but he hadn't thought about it in a long time, or maybe he was hearing it for the first time. He friggin' loves it.
I'll have to check that out, because I do
Dude.
like the Deftones, but I do
Oh
not
my
remember
God,
that song.
dude, that's from Around the Fur. That's the best Deftones album. I love it.
Number 9, Fatboy Slim, The Rockefeller Skank. That's
I mean,
right
so
about now.
Oh.
The Funk Soul
That
Brother.
song's not
Check it
called
out.
Funk Soul Brother?
No, it's called The Rockefeller Skank.
Wow, I never knew that.
I wonder if this is because these were. I mean, all these songs so far are just such bigger, kind of commercial successes to be up there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who
Keep
knows?
going.
Number 8, Third Eye Blind, Jumper.
That song was okay.
That
Wish you would step
Step out
back
from that ledge, my friend.
might be my most loathed, but I understand it's other people's cup of tea.
I mean, I don't love it, but
Number 7, Fastball the Way.
Oh,
Love this
that's
song.
a good song.
Still love this
good song. Good
We,
album.
we already had a song by them earlier on the list. Number 6, Goo Goo Dolls with Slide.
Ooh.
Dude,
I like that better than Iris.
I agree. I think it, because it has, it's got that so why don't you slide? That part's catchy. But then the real chorus, and I could be the thing that you knew you'd always keep. Oh, May, put your arms around me. What you feel is what you are, and what you are is beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. Maybe they heard a Social Distortion version of the song. Number 5, Eagle Eye Cherry, Save Tonight.
Oh,
The number 5 best alternative rock song of
boy, is that
1998.
alternative rock?
That's-
It's at what point?
I think he was
At
in
what
the.
point did people just call everything alternative? Alternative to what?
Yeah.
It's just
Was he in the buzz bin? He might have been.
He may have been a buzzbin. Number 4, the Beastie Boys with Intergalactic.
That was such a
all right.
big song.
all right.
That video was on every
Everywhere.
Yeah.
hour.
I know. I'm not a huge fan of that song.
No.
It's fine.
Number 3, Harvey Danger, Flagpole Sitta.
Okay,
Another huge song.
People love that song. It's good. It's good.
I mean, I guess we can trust Spin Magazine on this. I never knew this, but it says the title of this song is a subtle nod to Pavement's Fame Thrower.
Oh,
Interesting. I met the singer Sean Nelson once. He's
Oh, yeah?
incredibly nice, and he is
Really?
the tallest person I've ever stood next to in my life.
wow. He's incredibly nice. Don't you remember when we did our episode? It seemed like he was like,
Kind of pretentious.
yeah, pretentious and jaded and like.
I think he could be both. He
Yeah.
could be nice and jaded at the same
He
time.
was super nice to me, so I can only base
I-
it on my one interaction with this man. And then I was like, I'm not gonna ask you about the song, but does everybody ask you about the song? And he's like, yes, everybody asked me about that song.
Number 2, here's what I'm going to say. Not a fan of this band. I would still say this is one of the best rock songs from the 90s. At number 2, Hole, Celebrity Skin.
That's a really that's a good song.
Oh, make me over.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's one of Trisha's favorite
I
songs.
wanna be.
Yeah, that's a pretty good song. I like that. It shouldn't be that high though.
Ooh, number 1 song. Did I write this list? The number 1 song, New Radicals, You Get What You Give.
Wow,
Whoa.
look at that. I'm okay with that.
Number one.
I
What is it,
love
with the
that
Deftones?
song.
All the other stuff.
I kind of love that song now too. You know, I don't think I like hated it back then or anything, but I don't think I like cared too much about it. Then we did the One Hit Thunder about it. You have such a passion for that song, and before the weather got cold, I was running outside on the trail, and I put that album on one day.
It's a great album.
But that song, I did like running to it. I'm like, oh, this is pretty uplifting, and it's good.
Gotta love any band that, after 20 years of not being a band, reunites just to celebrate that Joe Biden beat Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, that's why they read.
They came back for one day just to play
Wow.
that song for Joe Biden's inauguration because
to
it was
play that song for Joe Biden. That's-
well, because it was apparently one of his kids' favorite songs. When his kid was fighting
Oh.
cancer, it was his favorite song. So
Oh,
they're like, "We'll
damn.
reunite and we'll play that song just for you at your inauguration after
Wow,
20 years of not being a
okay.
band."
That's
I was
pretty
like,
cool.
"Fuck yeah, the New Radicals!"
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they didn't do the rap; they cut that part.
Oh
out.
wow.
They're like, "We won't do the political part of the song. We'll just talk about good vibes."
Yeah.
But what do you think? Spin Magazine really blow it on that one?
You know, I am doing this without a lot of context. I mean, I was alive in 1998. I was very
were.
much.
That is the context the three
I
of us
was
have.
I was very much a part of 1998, but I didn't have a list of like other songs from that year that came out. I know that the Ben Folds song that was on there was "Song for the Dumped." That was
So here's what I'm thinking, because also I noticed Sex and Candy didn't show up on the list. So what I'm thinking is that Brick and Sex and Candy probably came out like late 1997. And then these were like the follow-up singles that came out early the next year, and they're just trying to give them
I
representation.
think you're absolutely totally right because
Yeah.
St. Joe was 100% the second single
Yeah.
from that record. So
Yeah. And it's a great song. And Song from the Dump was definitely the second single riding off of Brick, which was, in all things considered, not the best call to follow up like a ballad like Brick with like the most offensive song on the album.
I mean, also there's so many good songs on that album, and "Song for the Dumped" is not.
Kind of the worst, one of the worst ones on
Yeah,
there.
it's more like they were just thought that people would be real into "Give me my money
Yeah.
back, you bitch."
Let me
Like,
ask you this. If you could go back in time, you're hanging out with Ben Folds. Unexpectedly, he's like, "This song Brick is blown up. What song on Whatever and Ever Amen should we release as the second single?" What you get to give him, we'll say, two options. I think I have
single.
my two locked in.
I mean, I love "Smoke."
That would actually have probably worked off of Brick. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh man, is that a great song? And I also love "Selfless, Cold and Composed."
Yeah.
That song is awesome.
See, so I think I would go in a different direction. I like the way that you're thinking because I love those slow songs, but I feel like what he was trying to do with picking Song for the Dumped was like, hey, we're not just a ballad band, we're fun and poppy. I would have said Battle of Who Cared Less.
yeah, there
That was a single.
yeah, but it was like the first second single is I think what he's
Yeah,
trying
it was
to say.
after
That would have been my pick.
Yeah, I
and
would
even if
have
they
said-
came out at whatever, but it's like you would have had Brick and then that, and you would have been a bigger band, maybe.
Yeah. Or and
Wait,
enough-
what do you guys say? "Battle of Who Could Care Less" was a single.
It was a single, but it wasn't the single following the power of Brick, and I think that's why their career didn't I think if you follow the wave of Brick with Battle Who Cared Less, it's upward trajectory for you. Whereas I think Song for the Dumped actually like dipped them a little bit. I think it was also released as a single, but the One Angry Door for 200 Solemn Faces, like
that's. I mean, I like every song on the album. That's a little bit of a weird one, I think.
It is a weird one, but I think it's a fun one. Well, that was fun. We'll keep our eyes open for more like music lists and other weird shit that we can do these bonus episodes.
You act like this list was like big news. Like, did you hear? Spin put out their top 88 alternative songs of 1998.
Everyone,
stop the presses.
Everyone, gather around.
Also, how was it not 98 songs of 98?
Yeah, right.
Like,
That's
what
what
are we doing here,
too.
Spin?
Why was it 88 of 98?
AI.
Yeah, it was all a mess. But hey, a shout out to Becky, because she was the one that messaged us on Instagram and just said, oh man, I know One Hit Thunder's going to have some thoughts on some of this list.
Wow. Okay.
So, and that was tagged on the official @Spin Mag post about this list. So I felt we owed, if a listener's saying that they want to know our thoughts, damn it, we're going to give them.
You got them. You got our mediocre thoughts. Like, that one's good.
All right,
that one's good.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
All right.
So you guys just keep tagging us in lists.
Tag us and we'll half-ass sing parts of these songs.
Yeah.
We'll be back with a regular episode on Wednesday.
All right.
Hey, this is Scott from Fly on the Call. Each week I speak to a different musician, whether they're in an established band like Silverstein or the Wonder Years, or a band on the rise like Spanish Love Songs, Origami Angel, or Meet Me at the Altar. We discuss music and lyrics, the successes and challenges of being in a band, and more, as we get to the core of each artist. The show features musicians of diverse genres and backgrounds, so there's always a chance I'll be talking to your new favorite band. Listen and subscribe at soundtalentmedia.com.
Ever wonder what a punch from Elton John feels like?
Or how you'd cope with having turned down the chance to be in Nirvana?
Or what signal Keith Richards gives when he wants you to get the hell out of his hotel room?
Fans of Too Much Effing Perspective don't have to wonder, because they've heard these exact stories and a jillion others on our podcast. I'm Alex Hoffman, former tour manager for Radiohead.
And I'm musician and comedy writer Alan Keller. On the TMEP show, we get guests like Nancy Wilson from Heart, Jeremiah Freites from the Lumineers, and Modern Family's Julie Bowen to tell us things they may have only shared with their therapist, clergy, or a TMZ stringer.
So join us on Too Much Effing Perspective. That's EFFING Perspective. The only podcast you crank up to 11.
What's up, everybody? I am Finn McKenty, host of the Punk Rock MBA podcast, part of the Sound Talent Media Podcast Network. My podcast is all about doing what you love for a living, and every week I sit down and talk to people who have done exactly that. For example, musicians like Tommy from Between the Buried and Me, Matt from Periphery, Lil Lotus and Shinigami, among many others, photographers, artists, designers, YouTubers like Glenn Fricker and Sarah Dici, and I unpack exactly how they got to where they are today with the goal of helping you do the same. So if that sounds cool, you can listen and subscribe at soundtalentmedia.com, and I'll see you there.